Sidwell's next target, Anna's message from Faison. Christmas tensions in Port Charles. Port Charles heads into Christmas with fractured alliances, unanswered questions, and danger lurking beneath holiday cheer. This week's storyline puts long-standing threats back into sharp focus, while introducing fresh twists that could redefine the balance of power in town. The upcoming week promises emotional reunions, courtroom battles, holiday reflections, and looming danger, culminating in a Friday event that may change Port Charles forever. Let's unpack what's coming in vivid detail. The week opens with a surprisingly warm but foreboding episode. Jason Morgan and his son Danny arrive in Port Charles carrying gifts, holiday tokens that should signal joy. Instead, they serve as reminders of fights still to come. Jason's presence always signals shifts on the canvas, and this week is no exception. Though they bring festive cheer, Jason's eyes are scanning Port Charles, ever alert for danger and deception. Primetimer.com. This isn't just a simple holiday scene. It's Jason planting a flag, a sign that the safety of Port Charles is still fragile. Meanwhile, Curtis holds a meaningful conversation with Jordan. Their exchange may seem low-key on the surface, but the intensity beneath it hints that Curtis is sharing information that could deeply affect pending investigations and legal battles. This discussion sets up threads to pay attention to as the week progresses, particularly in the Willow trial. Primetimer.com. Ava and Nina's reconciliation brings a genuine moment of peace. After all the betrayals, grudges, and heartbreak between these two women, it feels almost too good to be true. But on General Hospital, peace rarely means what it seems. Their warmth towards each other raises questions. Is this a true resolution of old wounds? Or are both women silently preparing for the next betrayal? It's a welcome change to see them find common ground, a holiday miracle, perhaps, but the specter of future tension looms. Primetimer.com. Tracy steps into a mentor role, offering Cody support. Her guidance carries the weight of her experience, but with her own heart bruised by recent events, Tracy's advice may carry more emotional resonance than usual. Primetimer.com. Emma's confession to Trina reveals that even amidst crime, trials, and conspiracies, the younger generation isn't immune to heartbreak and confusion. This scene connects viewers to the emotional hearts of Port Charles, a town of heroes, villains, and those stuck somewhere in between. Primetimer.com. Tuesday brings Willow's trial back into sharp focus. Day 2 of the courtroom battle sees Willow's defense and prosecution reigniting stakes that feel higher than ever. With video evidence mysteriously gone and witness testimony coming under scrutiny, the trial is rapidly becoming more dramatic than just a legal procedural. Willow's future, and possibly more, hangs in the balance. Primetimer.com. Chase receives troubling information that may reshape his next moves. In a week already full of emotional strain, this twist pulls the rug out from under a character who has been fighting his own internal battles. Primetimer.com. Portia confides in Ava, deepening the portrayal of female alliances in Port Charles. These intimate dialogues layer the characters with dimension, softening the blow of the week's heavier events and reminding viewers that connection and care still matter amid chaos. Primetimer.com. This interaction is more than a casual exchange. It's two strong women reflecting on where they've been and what lies ahead. Both have endured so much, yet they continue to stand tall, even as old wounds resurface. Primetimer.com. Alexis's discovery of critical information hints at a twist that could influence multiple story arcs, especially as winter mysteries deepen and connections between characters tighten around legal, personal, and sinister threads. Primetimer.com. Christmas Eve brings together warmth and danger. While most of Port Charles prepares for a serene holiday, Carly chooses danger. Her decision isn't mere impulse, it's strategy. By stepping into risk on Christmas Eve, she reminds us that the people of this town rarely get the peace they deserve. Primetimer.com. Sunny shares wisdom with Dante, reinforcing that, even amid turmoil, family bonds anchor characters emotionally. Their connection is a reminder of strength, unity, and the power of legacy. Primetimer.com. Trina strives to make amends this Christmas Eve, a poignant subplot that resonates deeply. In a narrative filled with danger and deception, this softer moment brings hope. Primetimer.com. Two of Port Charles's most complex women share time together, counting their blessings despite everything they've survived. It's a scene that blends sorrow with joy, a hallmark of the holiday spirit mixed with the soap opera's signature depth. Primetimer.com. There is no new episode on Christmas Day, a network preemption pauses the action. But that silence only increases anticipation. With Willow's case unresolved, Sidwell's influence creeping, and many emotional arcs expanding, the preemption feels like a narrative breath before the plunge. Primetimer.com. This day off isn't just a scheduling note, it's a storytelling device that leaves fans hanging and hungry for what comes next. Trace's emotional remembrance of Monica stands out. Monica's influence still ripples through Port Charles, and Trace's tribute gives viewers a tender moment that underscores holiday nostalgia and loss.
Soap opera news.
Sidwell, ever the puppeteer of Port Charles's latest narrative tension, hosts a high-stakes gathering at the Grand Windermere estate.
Who is invited?
Everyone who matters, and everyone who might be tempted to switch allegiances. Soap Hub. This isn't just a party, it's a chess match with drinks. With Kevin expressing gratitude for being home, yet still in Sidwell's crosshairs, this event feels like a powder keg disguised as a celebration.
Soap opera news.
Expect rich dialogue, subtle threats, and the arrival of characters whose futures might be rewritten by week's end. Kevin's return home should be a moment of peace. Instead, it comes with danger nipping at his heels. A man grateful for what he has, yet haunted by what's next, Kevin's arc this week perfectly encapsulates the pervading tension across Port Charles.
Soap opera news.
Jordan's observational skills may crack open a hidden plot. Her insight could pivot a storyline that's been simmering in darkness, especially if it hints at Sidwell's next target.
Soap opera news.
Willow attempts to change Drew's mind, a tender yet emotionally fraught moment that reflects her desperation both in court and in life.
Soap opera news.
The December 22nd to 26th arc masterfully contrasts holiday cheer with underlying peril. From gifts arriving with subtext to celebrations that conceal shifting power dynamics, the season's joy is shadowed. Primetimer.com.
Sidwell's influence grows stronger.
His chilling control over outcomes, especially once he set his sights on Kevin and Laura, marks him as this week's central threat. As characters mingle at his soiree, viewers will sense that Port Charles's fate could hinge on what occurs there.
Soap opera news.
Anna's discovery of a book authored under Faison's pen name, signed C, is more than a strange gift. It's a psychological message that hints at deeper manipulation and confusion. Experts speculate it's meant to psychologically destabilize her, but is it Faison, or someone leveraging his legend?
Soap Hub +1.
This twist plays on legacy, identity, and fear, reminding fans that in General Hospital, the past never truly stays buried.
Anna Devane has faced countless threats.
But this week's chilling moment, finding a novel under her table titled The Crystalline Conspiracy with a note reading, "For my muse, signed C," may be one of the most evocative clues yet.
Soap Hub. Here are possible interpretations.
The novel bears the pen name P.K. Sinclair, a name long associated with Caesar Faison. But could this be psychological warfare rather than a literal sign of his survival? After all, Anna has spent weeks abandoned and harried, and this book arriving now feels intentional, not accidental. Facebook. Someone may be gaslighting her, making her believe Faison is orchestrating events when another power is pulling strings. The artifact itself may be a setup, a staged clue meant to mislead. Placebo. Anna's response, disbelief, anger, then determination, reveals her core. She is unbowed, even when manipulated. This sets up potential escape instincts, psychological resilience, and a renewed pursuit of truth.
Celebrating the soaps.
This message isn't just a plot device, it's a psychological hook that could propel Anna's story in unexpected directions in the coming months.
This week in Port Charles blends holiday warmth with deep narrative tension.
From courtroom drama, emotional confessions, and Christmas reflection, to parties rigged with danger and cryptic messages tied to long-lost villains. Sidwell rises as a major antagonist, manipulating events from the shadows. Anna's haunting clue from Faison's legacy acts as a chilling reminder, sometimes, an enemy doesn't need to be present to be powerful. And as the week concludes, viewers will be left with more questions than answers, precisely the kind of holiday surprise General Hospital excels at delivering.